Good afternoon, everybody. Joe Martin Metalhead here. Hope you're all going well. I'm in Hampstead today. Just done morning tea. Had come to bakery, pick up my loaf of challah, and I decided, you know what? I've been to that tiny cemetery in Hampstead a couple of times, but I had no idea how many famous people are buried within that ground. I know that Joan and Jackie Collins' mother Elsa is buried there, as she died of breast cancer in the 1950s, I believe. But there's just so many different famous people buried there that I had no idea about. Literally, if you were a tourist and you came to the cemetery in Hampstead, you may or may not know some of these people, because mostly some of them are British, others are foreigners. It's like Dudley Moore, alright, and his buddy, he's his sidekick. His sidekick is buried in the cemetery, and it's only a small headstone to remember a great legend. So we're just heading up the road towards Hampstead. Seriously, this part of London is really hilly. So here is Hampstead's churchyard. That's the Anglican church right there. I know Hollwood Graveyard, they actually got somebody to film here a few years ago, and they featured a few different graves, like George Busson de Maria and his son, and then there's Anton Walbrook, who was actually born in Vienna, and he escaped to Britain before World War II, made a name here, and he died in Bavaria and is buried here. And then right there, that's the grave of Elsa Collins, the mother of Joan, Jackie, and Bill. So there are a few famous people buried here, but normally this cemetery is like the size of a postage stamp. It talks about this is an additional burial ground. I mean, there's also graves over there. So as a matter of fact, they don't really use this for burying bodies, but it's much more easier to bury cremated remains here, as I guess they don't take up too much space. Oh yes, this is a map of principal monuments, people are buried here. Like there's, let's see, Biventry, Hugh Gateskill, George and Joan de Maria. This is the grave of Kendall Harrison, born 21st of May 1927, died 6th of September 1959. Kate, deeply loved by Rex Harrison. Do you remember reading on Hollwood Graveyard, she died of leukemia, and Rex Harrison actually paid for her care in her last years of life. Right here, these are cremated remains, niches, like just ashes put in the wall. Richard Steele, actor. I'm pretty sure he was famous. It says actor. I'll look him up when I get home. Interesting. Born in California and died in Hampstead. Wow, what a life well lived. This is right here, this site is reserved for the burial of ashes. So, no wonder why they can't fit any, human remains. How can I say that? I mean, coffin burials. Because, there's hardly any space here. This is something from back home. John Charles Freeman, born in Hobart, which is in my country, Perth, Australia, passed away in Hampstead. Thomas Needham, sometime resident of this place. No. Still trying to find Peter Cook's grave or crematorial niche. That's how you say it. Well, I know it's quite small, but I should be able to find it somehow. Maybe it's on the other side, in the other cemetery. Going to find a grave. I know Peter Cook is buried somewhere along the railings, and there's a statue of a lady right there. For many years his plot was unmarked, and then after his third wife died and was buried next to him, somebody decided to install a marker. Nope. There should be a piece of cake on how to find it. Yes. Forgive me for trampling on those graves, but that's how to get to places. Ah, here he is. Peter Edward Cook, dearly loved, right performer, statues here, husband, father, brother, 1937 to 1995. Yes. And then he's buried next to his wife, Lynn Cook, who passed away in 2016. So, a legend of British comedy is buried here in Hampstead. Just don't look for that churchyard over there. You gotta look for this one. That's where he's buried.